Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here, being joined with Freddie Roach. We are at the Wild Card in Los Angeles, California, here to talk about Miguel Cotto's last fight and a bunch of other boxing and MMA related topics. First off, Freddie, Miguel's last camp, the final fight, do you see any differences in his mindset with this camp compared to the other ones, given that it's his last fight?
No, we know we're in a must-win situation, of course, because nobody wants to go out as a loser, of course. So he's going to go out as a winner. And we picked an opponent who's from a younger generation and an Olympian and a good boxer. But I think Miguel will break him down and get him out in the later rounds. But it's going to take him to be at his best to do that, and that's what we're doing here, is training him to be at his best. And nothing's really changed. We don't really talk about the retirement so much, and we all know it's around the corner, yes, and so forth. But there's no sense discussing it because we still have this guy in front of us, and he's good enough to respect that. He's a decent fighter and he's an Olympian, and I think we have a little more, maybe too much experience for him, but it won't be easy, and we know that.
Do you get the sense, and I know sometimes this is the story with fighters where they say they're going to retire and then they don't, do you get the sense that he's going to stick with it, or do you kind of get a feeling that, you know what, there's still a lot left there, he'll probably might come back?
Yeah, sometimes I think he might underestimate retirement because it's a lot harder than people think. Yeah. It really is difficult because the sports is so addicting and so forth. But I think he's going to become a promoter, and he's been doing that for quite a while now on his own. And he's going to sign a couple of my fighters, and I'm going to train a couple of his world champion. Machado is one of his fighters already, and he won the world title with me a couple of weeks ago up in upstate New York. So the thing is, he's going to stay close to the game, but the thing is, he's just not going to fight anymore. And I like that. I said, go out a winner. Yes, he's done everything possible. He won 6 world titles. He's going to go down as one of the greatest Puerto Rican fighters, or maybe just one of the greatest fighters of all time. He's beat everybody, and he's been in with the best, and he's had a great career.
To get here, there was a lot of names thrown out, and a lot of people skipped on the opportunity. I believe it was Errol, Spence, Danny Garcia, a lot of people. What did you make of the bigger name fighters passing up on the opportunity to fight Miguel Cotto?
Because I was really hoping for like Triple G or Canelo, but they have a rematch coming up and so forth. It's not available, and then we tried some of, like Garcia. He called out Pacquiao. He calls out Miguel. I think he's just calling out Nate. I think he's just bored or something like that, because when we call him back, there's no response. They all of a sudden they don't want to fight no more. Or were
you surprised that they all said no?
Or the weight class is not where we fight at and so forth.
But were you surprised by it?
Surprised, yes. But the thing is, we get a local boy from New York, Sadam. He draws a big crowd there. He has a big following, I hear. And but one thing he doesn't have as big a following as Miguel Cotto. There'll be more in Madison Square Garden. 90% of people will be Miguel Cotto fans, and Miguel's going to put on. We're in a must-win situation. No one wants to go out a loser. We have to win this fight, and that's why we're training so hard for this fight.
How do you see the fight ending? Do you think Miguel will eventually knock him out? Because we saw his fight with Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas was having a little bit of trouble with his speed, and then Vargas timed him, put him on his butt, ended up stopping him. Do you see it happening that way?
A similar way, but the thing is, we will set up a little bit better than Vargas. Well, we'll set the KO up with body shots first and so forth, and break this guy down and take his legs away, and then I think we'll knock him out in the later rounds. Yes.
It's kind of a weird time to be in right now, because you have Miguel. It's about to end his career. Manny, at any moment, we know is going to end his career as well. Those are two big things, big fighters that are close to your heart. How is it for you to be in this position where two of your marquee guys are on their way out?
Well, I'm really I'm happy that he's like making that decision, and like no one else is pushing him or helping him along the way. No commissioners, no doctors. I mean, no commissioners come up and say you're kind of washed up now. I don't think you can fight anymore. I had that happen to me. It's embarrassing.
The commissioner told you that?
Huh?
Wait, where? What commission? In Vegas?
Yeah.
You still remember the commissioner's name?
No.
Okay.
But the thing is, I told them where to go. So. But they give me a hard time getting a license and so forth. And then, but the thing is, I did fight a couple more fights and I lost them, and he was probably right. But the thing is, I wasn't ready to quit yet, though. So, I mean, nobody will retire until they're ready to retire. But I think Miguel's going to be close enough to the game as being in the promotion business and so forth, and having a lot of fans looking up to him. And so I do think he will retire, yes.
All right, Freddie, we're running on short time. I'm going to go ahead and check back with you later in the day as well. But for the Miguel portion part, we're all wrapped up. So always thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Here with Freddie Roach at the Wild Card in Los Angeles. This is Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV.